D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and have I got a story for you. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I've read to bring you this video, and you can, read them for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I'm going to explain it all to you. Before I get started, though, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? Okay, you guys, so I wanted to talk about this story because it's gotten some controversy, and there's been set photos that have leaked online of stand-ins for this Snow White movie, and I've been talking about this movie and the casting and such, but this movie seems to be plagued with bad luck and controversy all the way around, and it looks like it's just going to be a terrible freaking movie. And I'm sorry, I haven't liked any of the live action Disney movies, but I want to talk about this now because, again, controversy has erupted over the images of the Seven Dwarfs, and a lot of people have been talking about it, and it's very obvious that Disney, took one thing that, Peter Dinklage said, because Peter Dinklage is an asshole, and decided to change up the format of the Seven Dwarfs. And they're no longer, first they were dwarfs, then they were magical creatures, and now it looks like they're called bandits. Ooh, yay, fun. Nobody cares. This movie is DOA. I just want to say that right now. I'm not going to see it. You're probably not going to see it. It's just DOA, and they should just scrap it. They should take a tax write-off for this movie, because how they can get a tax write-off for it is if they don't do any promotion for it, which they haven't done yet. If they don't do anything to promote the movie, I guess that's like what they can do, like what Warner Brothers did with Batwoman. So let's take a look at this, and let's go. So it's Snow White, Disney's controversial remake, reportedly reimagines Seven Dwarfs as a group called the Bandits. Ooh, spicy, I guess. Anyways, Hollywood has come to a halt as a result of the WGA and SGA AFTRA strikes, but all anyone can seem to talk about this week is Snow White. Now, a new rumor claims to clarify the role of the Seven Dwarfs. Okay, good. It says Disney fans are understandably excited about the upcoming Snow White remake. No, they aren't. They're not excited about this. Get the hell out of here, Josh Wilding. You don't know what you're talking about. You're so dumb. But beyond that, the movie has largely flown under the radar. The Amazing Spider-Man director Mark Webb steps behind the camera to helm the reimagining with Shazam, Fury of the Gods, breakout Rachel Zegler playing the title character. I just want to say I do like Rachel Zegler. I have nothing against her. I know she's a Hispanic actress playing a character that is white. If you've ever read that Grimm's fairy tale, the reason she's called Snow White is because her skin is pale white, and it talks about her lips or the color of blood. Anyways. So, but I have nothing against any of the actors in this. It's badly made decisions by Disney and everything. So anyways, as for the Evil Queen, Justice League's Gal Gadot is lending her talents as one of Disney's most iconic villains. The original Snow White remains a beloved Disney classic, but none of the early Walt Disney movies have aged particularly well in the decades since they were made. False. They have aged well. They're just fine. You just a lot of whiny bitches out there. The world was a different place then, and we heard early on that this remake likely wouldn't include the Seven Dwarfs. No, we didn't hear that. The only time we heard that was after Peter Dinklage went on that podcast and started running his mouth. And the problem is because he's a little person, and he didn't want to see any other little people getting jobs, because then they might be the new breakout little person star. And he didn't want anybody in his limelight. That's the point, taking roles that he could get. That was the problem. He's a selfish motherfucker. Okay, that's his problem. He can suck a dick. Anyways, you think Disney might have figured out a way to portray them in a way that would avoid offense. No, they're dwarves. They're dwarves. Dwarves exist and everything. And little people have come out. But the more dwarves don't exist in the real world because they're mythical creatures or whatever. But in things like Tolkien and Lord of the Rings, in other things, oh gosh, what's it called? Narnia. Dwarves exist. And Peter Dinklage played a dwarf in the Narnia movie. So what a freaking hypocrite. He's such an asshole. Anyways, and I like him too as an actor. He's such a good actor, but he's such an asshole. Anyways, but actors, they're all assholes. Anyways, but Set Photos recently revealed a group consisting of one little person and a number of diverse male and female actors of regular stature. People were quick to share their annoyance with Disney being criticized for its politically correct approach to these iconic characters. Now, this is the group. Don't worry, I'm going to pull up some more pictures, and we're going to talk about this, you guys. Now, a reliable scooper via sffgazette.com has shed new light on this team, revealing that Snow White's new saviors. That Snow White's new saviors are called the Bandits. They sound very much like Robin Hood's merry men, while one of their members is said to be replacing Prince Ferdinand as the title character's love interest. All signs point to this being a loose adaptation of the original Snow White, and that's bound to be problematic for a lot of fans. This one included. Disney has struggled when it comes to its remakes, in either delivering shot-for-shot remakes, The Lion King, what a terrible movie, or delivering new interpretations that lose much of what made the cartoon so well loved, Mulan, and Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid sucked. Snow White is set to be released in theaters on March 22nd, 2024. I say, and then here's this guy. So, and like this guy, My Time to Shine, hello, he is a scooper on Twitter. I follow him, and he has a good track record. So do a bunch of other scoopers, but, whatever. So it says, the people that save Snow White in this version are called the Bandits. Jonathan, the male love interest who isn't a prince, is also a bandit. The Bandits are like Robin Hood. They steal from the queen to feed the poor. Ew, not interested. All right, let's real quick pull this up. I want to pull these pictures up for you guys. Okay, so here are the Bandits right now. And we have a wonderful collage of merry men. I'm assuming this guy right here is Jonathan, the prince, not the prince. And he's the love interest for Snow White. And wow, these look terrible. Is this one wearing a suit jacket? What's going on here? These look terrible. Okay, so let's look at it. So we've got this little person up front. And if all of these dwarves would have been bandits, would have been little people, but you know what? I say, fine. Let them not be little people. Hire regular sized people and turn them into dwarves. Do whatever you're going to do, because Disney and Hollywood just miss out on an opportunity of giving little people jobs. Okay. And Peter Dinklage is the reason why they're not. So I say blame him because he's the reason, and fuck him. He's an asshole. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing a lot of swearing this episode or this video. I am really annoyed with him about this situation because, little people are already marginalized and they don't get enough work as it is in Hollywood. And now they're given the opportunity to possibly be standouts in this movie. And no, not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. Anyways. So you get, this guy with the fro. I mean, great fro, but I mean, okay, you get Jimi Hendrix. You get, I don't know what this guy's going on, but you get this little body positivity bandit. Good for him with the rope. Look at that. Yeah, well, and then you get these two ladies, because, great. And then you get this dude with his headscarf. What's going on here? I mean, hipsters galore. These look freaking awful. I mean, even the prince. I mean, I would not fuck him. He's not hot at all. Yeah, no. Wow. What? This looks terrible. They look terrible. This movie's going to be terrible. And it's already plagued with so much. The set went on, got caught on fire. Like it went up in flames and they had to rebuild it and shit. So I just go, it's went from, you're casting, you've gotten crap for casting, Rachel Ziegler as Snow White. Your set burned down. The costume came out. I don't know if you guys saw her in the costume, but it looks cheap as shit. And now you have this problem. DOA, it's DOA. It's going to make less money than Little Mermaid. What a flop. Like high flopperella. And it's just not going to be good. I can tell you that right now. And anybody that thinks it's going to be good, I'm sorry, you're just wrong. DOA, $0. Flop at the box office. All right, and Disney, they just keep taking hit after hit, flop after flop, and they don't learn their lesson. They don't course correct. They just listen to everybody bitching and moaning on Twitter or Peter Dinklage bitching and moaning on some podcast, and they go with it. And it's gonna, crash and burn. You just, like Joker says, you deserve what you frickin' get. And Disney deserves this, so I don't feel bad for him at all. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you guys feel about these bandits / dwarves / non-dwarves, Snow White overall, this remake? Are you like me and you think it looks terrible altogether and it's DOA? Or are you on the optimistic side of it and you think that this is going to be a hit and it's going to be great, and you don't care that they're not dwarves anymore, that they're bandits and fully sized, people? Or are you like me again? And I really feel like this was an opportunity for Disney and Hollywood to say, because they could have hit back Peter Dinklage and came out and said, no, we're going to hire little people because they're a marginalized community. They need jobs too, and they need to stand out. Maybe we'll find the next Peter Dinklage in these 7 actors or actresses. You could have put a female dwarf in there. I wouldn't have done it, but you could have done it. But no, they didn't. They pussied out and they gave in to, a whiny little bitch like Peter Dinklage. And now people are out of a job, I mean, people got jobs, but they're people that probably would have got jobs anyways, And granted, these are just stand-ins, like I said before, but still, they're obviously going to be, somewhere in there. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you this week. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.